SillyPseudonym playing more Nova Drift, and we'll see what happens. Half the time I have an idea, and the other half of the time it's just whatever comes to mind at that particular moment. I have been wanting to try this. Shockwave, yeah, that's the traditional. Seeing our good engineer friend with the latest Blade videos has made me want to experiment with a different favorite. I think I will. Instead of going charge shot, which is probably better, I will admit, I'm going for just lots and lots of missiles. That's the goal. Don't know if I'll get Fusillade. I don't know what the... I really need to try to figure out the math for a lot of these builds. I will take a Revelation, though. We could do something a little different with that. Okay, not that different. Pretty standard, really, but something that is unusual for a lots of small missile build, and that's just try a heavy caliber. If I go wingman, and that is the plan, then they will not be affected by the heavy caliber knockback. So I can just take the increased damage. Now we do lose a bit of rate of fire, but I think the increased damage, and in some ways the slowing speed of the missiles, does make it worthwhile. Ah, interesting. We can try this. Though I do note that I have yet to pick up the actual ally. We really need to make this work. Hard to have a wingman build without the said wingman being involved. I do want the warp strike, so I'm going to take the increase in thrust, even though we haven't had any decrease yet. At least all these weapon upgrades will make us better at killing the enemy. So we have that much going for us. So I'm out here. Thank you kindly. Oh, need this. I want these rerolls and experience points. Don't forget the experience, but also rerolls. Did not see you. I could just take the heavy caliber now, though I do want this rapid fire. If I'd already beaten Omega, I probably would just take the heavy caliber, but oh, now you're going to offer it against the burst fire, huh? Alright, we'll take the Interceptor ally. That's the word I'm looking for. It's not an Interceptor yet. It's getting there, but it's not there yet. Alright, this is what we need for going down towards Blink, and this is what we need for unlocking Barrage, and I think I'll just go ahead and unlock the Barrage. Or at least the option to get the barrage. Close enough. RT0 is something I need. I want convergence, I just want the deadly wake. What's going to help us more against this boss? Probably the convergence? Probably? Maybe, possibly, hopefully. Take the overclock. If we ever get to wingman, it will be very important to increase our rate of fire. No guarantees of that actually happening at this rate, I will admit. We are getting none of the interceptor upgrades I really wanted to have at this point. Or even an interceptor at all. So that is a bit of an issue, just a little. Alright, yeah. As I say, I need you to die before we have to worry about that comet too much. Game. Alright, we'll get that. Not exactly what we're hoping for here. I will take the support specialist. Alright, shield down. I honestly don't know what the health bar on this enemy even means half the time. I get the shield part, but the rest is a mystery to me. I guess that's a common issue with multi-part enemies. Each part gets their own health bar, so I assume whatever you hit last is what's really showing up in the health bar, but this feels weird seeing it fluctuate so much. Again, not exactly what I'm looking for here. This might be a big mistake. At this point, we're going to fight the Scion without having interceptors. Oh, hello. Speaking of which, what an unexpected surprise. Good old Scion. Would you mind, as I say, dying quickly, easily, before too many of these reinforcements show up and shoot us? That would be lovely. Alright. Happily take these rerolls. I do like the warpath. We'll take the warpath. And then we'll move on. You stay back. Say, where'd you go? Maybe if I save up enough upgrade points, the game will just give me everything I want as a reward for our determination. Pretty sure that's not how it works, but it would make me feel better to think that's how it works. I will take the elegant construction here. Time we finally get the barrage going. And the evolution. This one's a bit of a miss. Wrong one. I'll take the mastery for now. This is a lot of mines exploding, I have to say. Worrying number of mines exploding near me. Finally, Interceptors. Give up my shield and just die immediately? Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. Alright, war. Trying to keep my ships between us and the enemy just so their shockwave shield will push the projectiles away from us. That's the hope anyway. I do like an outmaneuver. That's what we need to get down to overpower. No, wait. You're being an idiot. You're thinking like you normally do. You're using the opposite. You want the wingman. This one, that's the one you want. I do want the overpower. That was a ill-considered choice. That was a waste of a perk. Since I am going to take the wingman. Got into the habit of taking that recently and did not even think about it for longer than half a second, when I really, really should have. Oh, well. See, I don't need that one. That one could be okay, but it's not exactly what I want either. I'll take the deadly weight just because that is what I need for the warp strike. Which is really the only thing we're missing other than the wingman at this point. Then Apex Machinery. Apex Machinery, wingman. That's it. That's all she wrote. Could go Overseer. It's not entirely necessary, I don't feel, but I could see the advantage. If nothing else, having a third shield near me could push enemy projectiles away from us a little bit more. Of course, the shield will be a little weaker because there are 3 on the field instead of just 2. Give and take, give and take. Alright, so no, we don't want that one. Magnitude is fine. Could go ahead and take Overseer, so yeah, if I want Apex Machinery, I have to, don't I? My brain is just not functioning today. Or more accurately, it's been set into a certain mode. And it's taking its time to get out of it. Alright, got that going. Another upgrade point, happily. Finally take the wingman, even though heavy calibers are right here. Let's take the wingman. Hello, Seraph. I guess the good news is that by not taking Warp Strike, we can screen wrap all we want. Oh, Apex Machinery, why not? Okay, have this. The only thing I am concerned about, well, that would be a lie. The thing I am most concerned about with this kind of build is that your interceptors do not fire if they do not see a threat. When really, it would usually be better for them to just keep firing no matter what. That is always a concern to me with these kinds of builds. The enemies are going to be able to get the drop on you, attack you, whatever, run into you, what have you. All because your interceptors are not giving their all the time. Same thing when you try a railgun build. along these lines. It just is a concern. Yeah, you can just die, thank you. Same for you. I do, and have gotten a little better, actually using the Interceptors' normal projectiles, not just the weapon they get from you. It took me a while to really get the hang of actually aiming the things, but I'm slowly improving in that regard, I think. I'd like to think I am, at least. That may be self-delusion talking. Alright. I will take the tactical link for the damage. Let's go ahead and take this heavy caliber ×3 we've been saying on this revelation for so long. It will decrease our rate of fire and slow down our projectiles, but our projectiles will be larger and do more damage. I actually like them being a bit slower, especially if and if we ever get Warp Strike. Then it will really be advantageous. Need to be careful with that. Not so heavy to see you, Scion. Not gonna lie. It's not that I don't like you per se, it's just that you overstay your welcome. You keep showing up. You never give anything in the conversation. It's always me, me, me. Just rather selfish, I think. It'd be nice if you asked me about my day every now and again. Okay, now I just sound like we're a feuding couple. Alright, there's the blink. That's what we need for Warp Strike. Almost there. Level 38. And almost 500,000 too. Okay, this time I'm not going to take the evasion or equivalent. But I don't have any rerolls. Don't want drones, they'll hurt me too much. Shield effect race is not bad. Terminate's not bad either. But shield effect radius is right here. That will help our defensiveness a little bit. Hello, War Part 3. The Warning. Return of the War. Revenge of the Return of the War. Return of the Revenge of the War. New Blood Part 4. Right, we're still killing everything fairly quickly. I am worried that our hull regeneration is pretty low. we're going to die pretty quickly if the enemies run into us or we run into them. Not much of a buffer. All right. My interceptors just stopped firing altogether for a second. That is concerning. That is very, very concerning. Efficiency's fine, armor's fine. I like all this, but I really won't. No, none of this. Quite the opposite. I don't want any of this. I don't want any of this. I could skirmish and hope for terminate, or I could wait for a reroll. I'm gonna wait and see if we can get a reroll. That's the plan. Is it a good plan? Probably not. We'll probably die. But you know what? That'll be fine. I've been wanting to try this build again for a while. And just having the joy of lots of little missiles going everywhere, that's made it a good time. Starting to lose a little bit of frame rate here with all this exploding going on. Maybe a few too many missiles on the screen at once. Protect me, please. Gads, so many mines. So many mines. So many comets trying to kill me too. Alright, can we get something better? It'd be one thing if we had Ataraxia. But there's a convoy. Any goodies for me? No, I don't see a reroll, at least. I don't see it obvious. No rerolls. Do I take the speculative pick? I think we do. I wish we had not. These are not much better. To deploy turrets, that's something. Not exactly what I was intending. But as long as we keep one on the field all the time, it will do something. And that's all I have to do with it. Just keep one on the field. In some ways, the biggest negative, because the health loss isn't that critical at this stage, we're going to die pretty quickly when we take much in the way of damage. The biggest problem is it puts more mods into our pool, which means we're less likely to see a warp strike. Just a little less likely, but that much less likely. Cannot be ignored as a factor. Oops, right, stay away from that creature. Sure. Right, once again, we're just trying to keep the turret on the field. Just enough to help us out a bit. Handle some of the angles we may not get to right away. Don't want to be near that shield. Unfortunately, they die pretty quickly without point defense here to help give them some health scaling. But that's okay. Again, they're just there to be a little bit of assistance. Just a little bit. Gads. Stop, please. There are too many of you. Go away. At least we got a reroll out of all this. Not what I wanted either. That, on the other hand. With Warp Strike, we have to be careful about screen wrapping now, but our missiles can do so much more damage. So much more damage. Especially with all the guidances we put on them. We should have pretty good coverage most of the time of the map. Okay, just going back and forth. Forth and back. I am saving my turrets for a harder wave. Especially since we're getting so near to Scion and all that. Scion and Seraph. Like this. That was far too close for us. Another Scion. Well then. After wave 200 is when things start getting a little bit hectic, I think it would be safe to say. Just a little. I didn't think you were going to die. Terminate is not horrible here, but I would like point defense. This gives us 3% more turret health per our level. And we're already at level 40 whatever. And it can give us a little healing. And increases the shield effect, so that's pretty good for us. We can use our turrets to help mitigate some of the damage we take if we screen wrap. That's the plan. And they get more than double their health, so they'll stick around a little longer. That was not good. These are the kinds of enemies that are very tough for us to really adjust to. Trying to get the turret to block for us a bit here. Another scion, you say? At this point, the enemy rate of fire is just insane. As well as their turning, movement speed, all that stuff. Yeah. It's fun. Lots of fun is what I meant to say. Another scion, eh? I'm not saying that you're a one-trick pony video game, but really now. Thank you for helping out, Comet. That is much appreciated. I need to remember that Overclock still works for my turret, too. Sticking near it will help it do a little more damage. And I should welcome all the damage I can. Oh dear, yep. Because of that reason right there. Still, not too shabby. I've been wanting to try that build again for quite a while. And I think it overall went pretty well. Except for that one minor little taking a perk that did absolutely nothing for me. But for now, thank you all for stopping by.